The time that it takes to introduce this investigative report, 20 people in the U.S. will be victims of domestic violence. While October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, victims still struggle to get the rights they are guaranteed by law. Our recent KELOLAND News investigations have exposed flaws in the court system, resulting in Marcy law violations. And now another victim has come forward, not only to share shocking evidence of abuse, but also how cases like hers can fall through the cracks in the system. While KELOLAND's Angela Kennedy investigates those claims, we want to warn you, the video you're about to see of those abuse is disturbing.
Nicole Friedman didn't expect her relationship with Logan McPadden to end in violence. No victim does. The couple met on a dating app. Both have children, and parenting brought them together.
And he was really good with my kids, my nephews that I was adopting. So I don't know, it kind of made me attached to him faster.
Soon, Friedman and McPadden were expecting a child of their own. She says the second time he abused her, she was pregnant.
He comes over and runs into my house and tackles me on my bed and just starts shouldering me in my head.
Friedman set up a camera in her bedroom which captured numerous incidents of violence. She says McPadden knew about the camera. Once their child was born, even holding their baby didn't stop him from becoming physically aggressive.
Did you know that was unacceptable?
Yeah.
He shoves ice cream in your face?
Yeah, I guess I couldn't stop him. It doesn't matter who was around. He didn't care that she was right there. He could have hurt her.
Friedman says she called police several times, and even with McPadden facing misdemeanor assault charges, the abuse continued.
I felt stuck, and I don't know, I felt scared because he wouldn't let me leave him. He would come banging on my window and he would tell me that he's not going to let me leave him.
Once they have maintained or they establish that power and control, the victim doesn't feel like they are able to leave. And if they do leave, actually, we know statistically that is the most dangerous time for the victim. Because the offender is losing control, that is actually when most victims of violence are seriously injured or killed.
Friedman says it was that very threat that finally prompted her to leave.
He grabbed me by my neck and told me that I would make him kill me one day.
When he said that, what went through your mind?
That he would.
Friedman's video evidence led prosecutors to charge McPadden with a felony for violating a no-contact order, domestic assault, and child abuse, to which he pleaded guilty. McPadden received a 2-year suspended prison sentence and was placed on electronic monitoring. Only Friedman says he violated the no-contact order again by having a friend contact her about custody of their daughter. She says it was the lack of action on that violation that prompted her to post these videos on Facebook.
Why are you showing it?
Right now, because I'm frustrated with how the state is not I feel like they're not helping me with it. It took 3 months for them to even do anything about him violating the no contact this last time.
What's the problem with that? What's the problem with it taking 3 months?
That he could have easily came and hurt me.
It didn't get acted on the way it should have.
Lincoln County State's Attorney Tom Wolman isn't shying away from questions about this case. He says a contributing factor is that Lincoln County has seen nearly an 80% increase in criminal cases over this time last year.
We're task saturated here. In this particular case, based upon when the report came in, and then the questions that surrounded it that the officer had, it took longer, and it shouldn't have, but we acted on it. The defendant was serving a sentence, so in effect we knew where he was. There hadn't been any other alleged assaults or other contacts. So once we got it into place, we acted on it.
Ideally, they should respond immediately, and there should be consequences. But unfortunately, sometimes protection order violations are a misdemeanor, and it's not even certain if the respondent in the protection order is actually even going to spend any time in jail.
McPadden is now facing a new charge of violating a no-contact order. The judge in the case will also determine if he violated the terms of his suspended sentence.
I also think he needs to go to jail. I don't think he's going to realize what he's doing until he goes to jail.
There are a lot of cracks in the system. It's important that we talk about those cracks, so we do everything we can to fix them. It's important that we recognize that they are a victim of a crime, that they have rights, and that needs to be a priority in our society.
Friedman and McPadden are now involved in a custody dispute over their one-year-old daughter. The South Dakota Victims Unite rally addressing the lack of enforcement for Marsy's Law for victims and failures in the state's victim notification system will be held at the courthouses in Sioux Falls and Rapid City at 2 p.m. on Saturday. We've put information on the rallies on this story on KELOLAND.com.